This is my fight prediction for Kazuto Ioka versus Fernando Martinez. Ioka is gonna be in very good shape, but will it be enough to face a guy like Martinez, who's a come forward fighter, but he doesn't come forward as much as he wants to overall. He'll kind of stay back in the pocket and just hang back. He's not gonna be pressuring, but he's also not gonna be ran over. But he's definitely going to be in a hard fight, man. This is a very tough fight. I want to say this will be a draw, but I think this fight will be a lot tougher than just a draw. I think these guys will try to edge it out. But these guys are both orthodox. Ioka's are orthodox, um, which is going to be very difficult for a guy like Martinez because he's orthodox as well. And if he was going against a guy that was a southpaw, might be a different fight. But with those guys being so much, they're very similar in a lot of ways. They like to throw hooks to the body. I feel like Ioka, he does a little more jabbing. If he could sit there and jab a lot more, he actually would do that. I actually really think he'll actually jab a lot more. But I don't think he's going to be jabbing a lot in this fight. He can, but the way Martinez kind of rushes forward and presses in the inside, goes to the body, he's not going to give him a choice to jab in the inside. The jabbing won't actually happen. I don't think the jabbing will be happening a lot in this fight. He can do it, but it'll be hard to kind of get past the jab as far as with Martinez. So I think he's going to try to rush forward and try to go to the body a lot more. He's not going to give him a chance to jab. But if Ioka can jab a lot, kind of turn him a lot more, not just be straightforward. He takes a lot of shots to the face, a lot of shots. He doesn't really turn his head a lot, drops his hands a lot. He'll drop his hands trying to figure out the offense. Both of these guys is mostly offensive. They're not thinking about the defense at all. And that's going to cause a lot of issues in this fight. Can I see somebody getting dropped? Absolutely, but these guys have some chin. It's not really a lot of mega power. They do have knockout power, but is it going to be so much to where the power they won't be able to handle? I don't think so. Just because the guys they've been in the ring with, like Franco, Anka Haas, those are very talented guys in the ring. So I don't think they face anybody that's higher than what they're facing now. But this is going to be a very tough fight. Ioka, he has to be able to counter a lot. If he can try to be a little bit defensive in this fight, that'll give him an edge. If he could jab a little bit more, that'll also give him an edge. But the body attack, it's going to be a toe-to-toe fight, in my opinion. They're both going to be going to the body. Ioka, he'll throw that jab and then work off with a left hook. So if he can do the jab combination with the left hook, that'll give him an edge in this fight. But I feel like Fernandez, he's more of the type that will go to the body and throw those hooks to the body. His left hook and right hooks to the body. He'll throw the overhand right upstairs, but he'll also throw that left hook upstairs. He'll jab upstairs, throw that left hook, but he uses the jab upstairs just to throw the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not using the jab to set up anything else except for like the left hook or to try to block you and throw an overhand right. But Kazuto, I feel like he does a lot. He throws a lot more jabs. He really does. From what I've seen with Martinez, he kind of fights going back a little bit, but it's mostly like lateral. I'll have to say the same with Ioka. He's like a pressure fighter forward, but he's not as much of a pressure fighter as Anka Haas is. That's why I think it'll be a little more difficult for a fight with those guys instead of just Martinez. He's gonna bring a lot to the table when it goes to the body. I feel like he's a lot stronger. He has a little more power. Kazuto, I feel like he has a lot more of basically his punch resistance and punch output may be a little bit more. But I feel like Martinez always chooses situations where he'll let off combinations and power punches. And sometimes it it kind of throws guys off, and they have a hard time with those power punches from Martinez. Martinez, if he can just go to the body, stick to the body, then later on go upstairs like he does and break these guys down, I feel like it's going to be a very good fight. I feel like it will go 12 rounds. With that body attack and just the way he works upstairs with that hook and the overhand right, it's going to be a pretty good fight. But I would have to give the edge to Martinez in this fight. I want to pick Ioka in this fight. I'm going to keep my eyes on this and try to see if I find anything that will change my mind. But right now, if I had to go, because, you know, I usually look at these fights straight up. I don't have a dog in the fight usually. So I'm definitely going to have to go with Martinez in this fight. I feel like his combination and power will be a little bit too much in his body attack. But Ioka has a chance to do some things. If he can just have his punch output up a little bit more, just do a little bit more than he usually does. He just needs a little bit more. He's right there. They're kind of similar a lot, so it's kind of hard to break this down. But just had to have his punch output up a little bit more in his defense. So I'll definitely go with Martinez, a decision in this fight. I think he'll be able to win this fight and pull it off. But it's going to be a hard fight, man. This is really 50-50 in this fight. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.